Good morning or good evening to my doctor. My name is Siang, metric number 3056625. Now I want to present my individual assignments, which the title is the determinant of TH plantation Berhad performance. This study, titled A Study on TH Plantation Berhad in Malaysia, Performance and its Determinants, examines the financial performance of TH Plantation Berhad over the period 2015 to 2024. The main performance measure used is Return on Asset (ROA). The study focused on identifying the impact of internal factors such as liquidity risk, credit risk, operational risk, and corporate governance, as well as external microeconomic factors. Although TH Plantation Berhad is well-established plantation company under the Lembaga Tabung Haji Group, its financial performance has shown fluctuations in revenue and profitability in recent years. Internally, the company faced challenges related to weak liquidity, long collection period, rising operation costs, and inefficiency in plantation operation, which have negatively affected financial stability. Externally, factors such as volatile crude palm oil prices, exchange rate movement, labor market conditions, and broader economic uncertainties have further pressured performance. These challenges highlight the need to examine how both internal and external factors influence the firm's financial performance and long-term sustainability. Next one is research objective and research questions. They have three objectives for this assignment. First is to investigate the effect of internal factors on performance of TH Plantation Berhad. Next is to examine the effect of external factors on the performance of TH Plantation Berhad. Next is to determine the integrated influence of the two internal and external factors on the performance of TH Plantation Berhad. Now I want to present about the research questions. Are the internal factors a major determinant of the performance of TH Plantation Berhad? Next is, are external or macroeconomic variables of importance in the performance of TH Plantation Berhad? Next, the last one question is, what is the degree of influence of both internal and external factors on the performance of TH Plantation Berhad? Next is literature review. Firm performance reflects how efficiently a company uses its resources to achieve financial goals. According to Carton 2004 and Dewell 2007, strong performance depends on effective resource management, operational efficiency, and risk control. In this study, firm performance is measured using financial indicators such as return on assets and return on equity, which is ROE and ROA, which reflect management effectiveness. Previous studies show that the performance is influenced by both internal factor and external factor, which is the example of internal factor is liquidity risk, credit risk, operational risk, and the external factor is GDP growth, inflation rate, exchange rate, employee rate, industrial production, and domestic demand. Together, these factors affect profitability, stability, and long-term sustainability, making firm performance the main focus of the research. Now I want to present about methodology. This study focused on TH Plantation Berhad using 10 years of data from 2015 to 2024, resulting in 10 observations. Secondary data are obtained from companies' annual reports and official macroeconomic sources. Firm performance is measured by return on assets (ROA). The study applies ordinary least square using multiple linear regression analysis with SPSS version 26. Three models are tested. Model 1 is examiner internal financials and operations factors. Model 2 analysis external microeconomic factors, and Model 3 combines both internal and external variables to assess their overall impact on firm performance. The next part is 4.0 Finding and Analysis. First, I want to present about descriptive statistics. The descriptive statistics show that the mean of ROA is very low, indicating that DH Plantation Berhad has peak efficiency in unitizing in its assets to make profit. The relative high variations in ROA over the study period suggest unstable operational performance and inconsistent return from asset usage. In contrast, the ROE is relatively high and stable, showing that shareholders receive better returns compared to assets-based performance. The low variability in ROE indicate that equity returns are more consistent over time. The difference between ROA and ROE suggests that the company profitability may be influenced by financial leverage rather than operational efficiency. Now, for the next part is correlations analysis. The correlation results show that the operational efficiency and liquidity variables, especially operating margin and quick ratios, have significant relationship with ROA, indicating that better efficiency and liquidity improve asset performance. However, ROE, corporate governance, and microeconomic variables such as interest rate, inflation rate, and exchange rate are not significantly correlated with ROA during the study period. For the next is model summary. The model summary shows that Model 3 is the most powerful model in explaining firm performance. It records an adjusted R-square of 0.9958, indicating that approximately 99.58% of the variation in ROA is explained by the combined internal and external variable. Compared to the internal only, adjusted R-square is 0.6250, and the external only model adjusted R-square is negative 0.199. Model 3 demonstrates a significantly higher explanatory power. This suggests that relying on either internal or external factor alone is insufficient to explain performance, whereas there is integration provide a more comprehensive explanations. Now I'm present about ANOVA result. The ANOVA test confirmed that Model 3 is statistically significant with p-value of 0.047, showing that internal and external factors jointly influence firm performance. Now I want to present the last part of 4.0. It is coefficients. The regressions results show that in Model 1, the average correction periods is the most significant internal factor, where longer correction period weaken liquidity and firm performance. Other internal variables are not statistically significant. In Model 2, none of microeconomic variables are significant, indicating that external factors alone do not direct affect performance. In Model 3, the quick ratios, operational ratios, and unemployed rate significantly influence ROA. Strong liquidity improves performance, high operation costs reduce profitability, and labor market conditions affect efficiency. Overall, liquidity management and cost control are the key driver of firm performance. Now I want to present the last part for my whole assignment, which is conclusion and recommendations. This study finds that internal factors, especially liquidity management and operational efficiency, have a great impact on TH Plantation Berhad's financial performance than external microeconomic variables. Poor receivables management increase liquidity risk, while quick ratio, operational ratios, and unemployed rate significantly affect ROA. Limitations include focusing on a single company using secondary data over 10 years. It is recommend that the company improve receivables management, strengthen cost control, and monitor macroeconomy and labor market conditions. Future research should cover more firms and performance measures for broader insights. That's all for my individual assignment presentations. Thank you.